Hello, I'm Eric Merritt from Eric Merritt's AC Real Estate and realtor of HomeSmart in Northeast Mesa. This is our second market update video regarding Northeast Mesa 85207, Los Sendas, and Mountain Bridge. The first part, we're going to talk about what's happening both Mountain Bridge and Los Sendas and Northeast Mesa as far as the average sales price, the monthly absorption rate, and the highest and lowest that were sold. And you'll see the pictures of those in a link that you can take everything there and then see all the pictures and listing information for each of these that sold last month. And then we're going to go add another component to it. You can see all the price ranges from 500,000, 750 to a million to 2 million, all the way up to 5 million. And you can see that the list price ratios actually keep going down when you go over a million. They start to go under 100% and go all the way to 94.1%. 5 million and up. And then we're also going to go into what's happened in the whole Phoenix metro area as far as the number active on June 14th and the absorption rate starting to creep up a little bit. And then we're going to add into what's happened in Northeast Mesa, and other cities in the East Valley, comparing May of 2021 from May of 2020. And you'll see some very extravagant increases in appreciation. So if you find this video interesting, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and share this video with your friends or anyone that you may know that wants to move in from out of state, or if you need our assistance in the future as well. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll get this video started. So Northeast Mesa, 106 homes sold in May, 4 less than in April, 25 days on market, 101.4% of list price. 0.63, which is pretty much the same as 0.66 from April the month before. The highest sold was in Los Sendas and Northeast Mesa at 2,295,000. The lowest was sold a mobile home at $7,900. Average sales price was $569.84. Southeast Gilbert beat us by $35,000, which is $33,000 actually. They were 602 average sales price. 67 homes are on the market on June 9th. Los Sendas had 34 homes that sold last month in May, 8 more than in April. 61 days on market at 100.6% of list price, 0.50, so exactly 2 weeks supply versus 0.69. So that is a decrease in that direction. Highest sold was the same as Northeast Mesa, to $2 million, almost $2.3 million. 297,000. Lowest sold it was a townhome in Los Sendas. Average sales price is $758,788. Because there's a lot of custom homes built in Los Sendas, over $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million, and that's what drives the average sales price up in Los Sendas versus Mountain Bridge. 17 homes were active in all of Los Sendas on June 9th. Mountain Bridge, 9 homes sold, 2 more than in April. Average days on market 23, 99.6%, 0.56 versus the same 0.57. 970,000 was the highest. It was a residence 5, 2933 square feet. Most of them are 3177 and 3204, but there are some varied numbers on the residence 5s. Lowest sold was 651,000, the residence 2. At 2342 square feet, which you'll see in the next slide. 676,000, 611 was the average sales price in all of Mountain Bridge last month. 5 were active on June 9th. So you can see what the inventory rate is. There's less active than there are sold. So that means you have less than a month's supply, like just over like a 2.5 week supply basically. Now we're going to go on the highest and lows. This is the one that sold in Los Sendas at $2,295,000, 59 days at full 100% list price. This mobile home was the lowest sold at $7,900, just under $8,000. And then this is the highest that sold in Mountain Bridge. This is the residence 5 I was telling you about. It sold for $970,000. This is the one that was listed at $1,075,000 originally. 32 days on market, 90.2% of list price. So basically means someone got a little bit overzealous on what the list price should be, to have a sales price to list price ratio at 90% when everything is real close to 100. It's okay to overprice a little bit based on this hyper seller market that we have, and we're here to get you the most money for your home, but we don't want to overprice it to the point where we have these low sales price to list price ratio like that. The residence fives to be over $1 million is coming very soon. The residence eights, nines, 18s, and 19s. There's a residence 8 in the States at Valencia for like 1.35 million, something like that. It's between 1.3 and 1.4. So for those, that's a good sales price a list price to have. This is a residence 2, 651,000, 41 days on market, 100.1% of list price, 2342 square feet. So based on the location, if you're north or south of McKellips, and whatever upgrades you have will basically determine how high your list price can go. So anything that's been more updated than what the standard build is of course to your advantage. This is the highest sold in Las Sendas, and then this is the lowest that's sold in Las Sendas, this townhome at 297,000, 9 days at 96.7% of list price. And then this is the link that you can access all the listings, sold data, and the pictures. So if you copy this link to a separate window, we don't have we can't do that in YouTube just yet until we hit a number of X amount of subscribers, a number of watch hours. But pretty soon in YouTube, we can have this active link right in YouTube, which will make it easier. But for now, just copy this link on your desktop or your phone, and you will access all of these pictures. All these pictures will have a hyperlink behind it. I don't want to do it here in the video because it'll slow the video presentation down a lot. So if you have access to that, go ahead and find out what's happening there. And this is where the fun part is. So these are the different types of homes and the sales price to list price ratio. You notice that of course, in the lower price, you expect the highest, like 250 to 350, 103.8%. So 500 to 750,000 is where Mountain Bridge and Las Sendas really are, 102.4%. 750 to a million is 101.7. This is for all the metro area, all of Phoenix metro. So when you get below $1 million or above $1 million, then the sales price to list price ratios start to drop under $1 million. Here's the fourth one. This is the same. This will show you in each of these categories how many were sold conventional and how many were sold cash. So 500,000 to 750, 1,396 homes were sold throughout the whole Phoenix area. 955 were sold conventional and 258 were sold cash. 750 to a million, 502 were sold, 315 conventional, 113 cash. And then you go to 5 million and up, it's only 19 sold, 1 was sold conventional, and 10 were sold cash. So we would expect to have more cash as the price goes up on the listings, of course, because who would want to pay a $80,000 mortgage or $50,000 or $30,000 mortgage? I certainly wouldn't. So anyway, those are the numbers there, so you can digest through this on your time. So I thought that would be a good addition to this video so you can see what's happening. And this is the monthly absorption rate. As it goes up over $1 million, then the absorption rate starts to increase because there's less buyers, the higher the listings go up. And last, we have our synopsis for the whole Phoenix metro area. September 30th, we had 8,037 that were active. 8549. So we actually had just under a month's supply back in September and October of last year. Then all of a sudden, a tsunami of buyers came in, which is what I said in the last video, when it took it down 3,500 units to 5,385. We are below 5,000 units active in February, March, April, and May. And we finally just were holding over 5,000 active. On the 14th, it was 5,582. We sold 9,670 last month in May, 10,200 in April, and 10,400 in March. So our monthly inventory rate is 0.58. So it's starting to go up a little bit, but I mean, for you sellers, it's still a very hyper seller's market. It's given a little bit of relief to buyers, but not that much. So, but it does help a little bit. The Crawford Market Index shows that the demand numbers have decreased in every city in the Crawford Market Report, but we're still very far from, to have a balanced market on the Crawford Market Index, the number needs to be at 100. As you can see, Tempe and even Paradise Valley, the PV is at 347.9. So that's very far from 100 to have a perfectly balanced market there. So in the East Valley cities, Apache Junction had the most decrease in number of transactions from a month before, at almost 21% decrease, 27 less transactions in May than in April. So average sales price was $283,408 versus $256,831. They only had 10.3% appreciation, which is still really good. Northeast Mesa had 4 less units sell in May than in April. $569.84 was the average sales price in May versus $410,908 from exactly a year ago, May 2020. 38.5% average appreciation from comparing May 2020 to May 2021. That is outstanding. Southeast Gilbert, there was 602,026. Average sales price in May 2020 was $428,217. And Santan Valley they're knocking on the door to 400,000 in average sales price, $397,558 versus $283,229 May of 2020. So that's 40.3% increase. So this will give you an idea. You can look at all the rest of these numbers. I'm not going to call them out. I just wanted to call the major ones out. Like Gold Canyon had a 65% increase from May 2020 to May 2021. So that's very significant there. So if you find this video interesting and very informative, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and share this video with your friends or anyone that you know that could benefit from this information. And we'd like to serve you as your realtor in the future, whether buy or sell. Take all the time you need, get the information. Please give us a call at 480-999-6061 for any questions that you have. Thank you very much, and thanks for watching.